eventually and go back the other way. So Manesh tries to keep you out of the game as much as possible, basically what this is. I don't know if you can see, the blue dots are all support and resistance. You see where they're bouncing back and forth? See down here?
Yep.
So see where it bounced right here on this blue dot? This is why you wouldn't have got in that trade yet. It didn't go down there. It went back up. And then it went into the white shade. You would have avoided all this. You would have just been sitting there looking at your account, mad as hell because it's not going up or down. I don't like to spy on the lower time frames. It's too scary, man. That's a roller coaster. I don't know how you guys play the spy, but I like to just trade the ES on the option side. I'm sitting on it now. Just take a weekly expiration. I'm in tiny profit, but I'm there.
Well, MES, is that futures then?
Yeah, it's all futures, but it's basically the S&P.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not in a really big position because I'm looking at trying to get back in Best Buy this week. But these are just my fun trades. Just sitting there playing around. Because it's gonna bounce back and forth too. If you look on the lower time frames, it's not really doing anything. So what else y'all want to look at, man? Anybody got some more questions for me?
Hey, you want to talk about the swarm we did on Friday?
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to that report. I don't understand the whole science behind the thing. It's more of a I don't know, man. I'm learning about it.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible, right? From what they were explaining during the presentation and the session that we did.
You know what's funny? Crypto's dumped ever since we did that swarm.
Saw that. I think looks like Bitcoin just went under 26K.
Something I've noticed when I was doing this swarm that there's really not a lot of confidence. Did you notice that?
In terms of what?
I mean, as far as being bullish, I mean, everybody is like 40% that we could go break 40K again. So
Right.
that tells me really nobody's got no confidence in the crypto side right now.
Well,
I sweating it. I mean, me personally, I knew it was just going to go into a bear market. We're going to be here for a while.
Right. That's what I mean. We've been here for a while, so I think that the confidence is wavering. I think rightfully so. I mean, it's been down for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something. Manesh gave us a warning way up here in the 48 and 50 range that it was going to go down and it wasn't coming back for a while. He was right. So man, it's a long way down, ain't it? It's kind of looking like 2018 again.
Yeah, there's certainly a hallmark of that.
Golly, look at this. We can go back to 2018 and we're already down. I think we're down 60%. Look, that was a 67% drop right there. And everybody thought the world was going to end right there. And later we come back and
10x.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Broke 60K. Well, I think seeing these longer timelines, it's a great example, right? Most people, who are entering into this crypto world recently, seeing something like this, their confidence may waver, but it's good to have these long-term analyses, right? To take a look at what has happened in the past. So this isn't the first time, probably won't be the last time, but it has happened and it has recovered. And when it recovered big time.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's why I say, man, I mean, you ain't got to throw your whole life savings at this shit, man, but you can put some in there and just wait. I learned my lesson back in 2018 trying to play the back and forth shit, and I lost every bit of my money. And even since I've known Justin, I've lost several thousands of dollars on trading these damn cryptos, not really knowing what I'm doing and fighting the system. So a lot of lessons learned, man. You see what I'm sitting on. That's all I'm going to worry about.
Well, which I think is all the more important about your risk management philosophy, right?
You got to go where the money is, dude.
That's true.
The money's leaving the stock market and it'll go back into crypto again eventually, but we gotta go get the money from the stock market first.
Yeah, I mean, I always talk about,
Oh, go ahead.
no, well, I was just gonna give that an analogy. You know, it's like you have a table that has one center leg and then another table that has four legs. If that table with the one center leg, if that leg breaks, you have no more table, right? There's nothing to keep it stable. But if the four legs, if one of them breaks, you're gonna have a wobbly table, but it's still gonna stand, right? And that's why it's important to diversify your revenue streams, right? Of your sources of income. And it's good that we can go back and forth between stocks and crypto. We're waiting on crypto right now, whereas last year crypto was what we were mainly talking about, right? It was the topic of discussion. We've moved into the stocks. And it's just good to know how to do all of these things and how to manage it, right? Because while we're waiting on one, we can utilize another, still be profitable.
Well, thinking from a business standpoint, if you owned a trucking company, you're gonna put all your money in just trucks.
Exactly.
You're gonna have some money set aside for other things. You gotta have shop costs, you gotta pay salaries, you gotta pay fuel. I mean, there's so much in running a trucking business. You don't just buy all the trucks and think everything's gonna run itself. So you wouldn't do it to your portfolio. You wouldn't throw your whole account at something thinking that's the only one that's gonna work for the day.
Yeah, it's a good analogy.
Hey,
Shit.
Raleigh,
Yep.
would you mind, I'm curious to see what Apple shows on this chart. Cause I don't know. I'm not really positive about what they're doing.
Well, it's definitely bearish, but you know, we're kind of already to our target on the weekly, but that's not to say it can't go higher, but I mean, it's trending bearish for now on the, at least up leading up to the weekly. So we got, for an example here, you can take this trade, but you really need, when the next bar opens, it needs to be shaded red. It's not going to be shaded red before it comes open. You can still set an entry at your blue dot here. That the shade is not going to be there until the bar is live. Once that bar is live and it's red, it's confirming you should get in. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And this is going to be like a ghost target. There's really not going to be much of a target until we get our actual setup. You're not going to see any blue crosses below you. So basically you just need to manage that yourself. You're not going to have a target, so you need to be conservative with that. If you see 40% and you're happy with it, you need to take it, because I'm assuming you're going to be taking option trades, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you see a green day, man, kind of get out of that, because we could get a reversal and it's just going to sit there and, you know, mess with your contract price and put you sideways or back in a negative or whatever. The only ideal time you should really take one of these shakeouts is when you actually have a setup, and it's just confirming the setup that was previous to it. Those are really high probability. Like, for example, here, you had a bullish setup right here for Apple back in November. Even though it didn't really make it, you might have got in that trade on that blue dot right there, but you're supposed to get out right here. Because, you know, look, price went against you the next day all the way down to here, back up. But then it told you if it wanted to go back up and break that again, you can get in at that blue dot and get in again and go to your target. Your blue cross will be your target, so you know to get out right there. So in 3 days, you would have made your target.
Mhm.
So if you lose money after you get to your blue target, that's your fault.
Yeah, no, nobody's crying for you.
This is why Manesh puts targets. It's like you're on your own after that blue cross. Make your trade free. That's it. What else you want to look at, guys?
Is AMC going to go to $100,000 a share?
Probably not in our lifetime.
Sorry. I can't believe there's still people out there talking about that.
Well, we're back down to $12 where they said we wasn't going to be a year ago. So, I mean, I remember getting everybody out around $60-something. It was crazy. I mean, back in, look at this, June, I was screaming, y'all gotta get out of this mess. If y'all are in profit, y'all are stupid if you're not closing this. Because we know price action ain't gonna last that long and it runs up that fast. Manesh knows this, I know this, everybody else should know this by now too.
I was telling my coworkers, get out when it got up to 70 and they're like, no, it's going to 100. And I'm sure they're still holding and I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, look at this, $70 right there at the top.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you didn't get out of AMC, that's on you by now. I stayed out of that mess. I traded it for a little while back when I ran that signal in 2021. And that's it. I don't even have it on here anymore. Yeah, but I traded it from $7 to 20 and I got out. Honestly, I didn't trade it after that. I got in around $7 back here. Let's see, might have been here. No, it was somewhere in this range right here because it was in May last year. That was when I first started this Discord. This was one of our first trades.
Yeah, I was a little late to the party on that one.
Yeah.
I don't
there-
think you and my husband met up until after that.
Yeah, it was after this. This was probably in the fall when I met your husband, but back when I first started this Discord before you joined, we got to $20 and most of us were out. We were so mad that it went up, but you know, I was like stressing. You can always take another trade. There's going to be plenty of this. And I mean, we've seen 100 stocks do this since then, have we not?
Yeah.
Did we get in all of them? No, we don't always get in all of them. We're going to miss something, dude. You can't win them all.
The whole swarm thing, you know, I wasn't able to get on that call. I kind of watched the video and I was like, how in the hell is this working? And so I watched it for a little while and I started wondering, is that something that's going to be rolled out into stocks as well? Or is it just crypto?
Yeah, I think he's starting on the crypto side for now. But generally, I think they have a broad topic selection for that system because look, they did the Kentucky Derby and I don't know, a few other things.
Yeah, they did 90% accuracy on the Oscars, and
Yeah.
doctors use this stuff too. There was a study about a bunch of radiology doctors pooling their thoughts together and using the swarm AI and to produce like more accurate just thoughts. You'd have to watch it. I can't recall exactly what it was they were doing, but I mean, it stands to reason, right? If that level of educated group of people are using it and going off of it, I think the being able to use it for this, right, for crypto, and I think they maybe mentioned stocks. The technology is there. It's already proven. So to be able to have it at our disposal, as long as you're an NFT holder, right, when they meant, which I think he said was like 90 days out last time I talked to him. Yeah, I mean, it's invaluable, right? Not to mention the value of the NFT itself when these predictions start coming true, right? I mean, it's a really, really good technology. A lot of possible.
Dude, I love how it's set up. I just wish I understood it more. They're more scientific with it than I am.
Yeah,
So,
and that Q&A was pretty good. There's a Q&A at the end of that video where they go into some of the details on how it works. There's some good questions in there.
well, we'll see how it goes, man.